So the trend continues. There is a shift away from the seller's market that we've seen in the Summit County real estate market for about the last 5 years. So far in 2025, we're seeing a return to a more balanced real estate market with about 5 to 6 months of listing inventory. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you already own here in Summit County or you're thinking of buying your mountain paradise, this video is for you. Hi, it's Pete Deininger with the Breck Life Group right here in Breckenridge. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the key takeaways so far for April 2025 compared to 1 year ago. And we'll also zoom out and look at year to date this year compared to last year. I always like to look at things like total number of sales so far, days on market, new listings or inventory that is on the market, and everybody's favorite fun game, what are prices doing? Let's get started. First up, let's look at the number of sales in April this year compared to last year. Now, April was a cooler month this year than 1 year ago. Total number of transactions around Summit County down about 10% compared to 1 year ago. Now, when we zoom out to look at year to date through the first 4 months, we're about 3 to 4% up in number of transactions compared to the first 4 months of 2024. And when we look at inventory or new listings to come on the market, we're seeing 19% more listings year to date around Summit County. And when we zoom into Breckenridge specifically, a full 33% more new listings this year than last year. So sellers are returning to market. Number of transactions only up 3 to 4% so far this year. If there's a specific segment of the market, either a price point or a property type, reach out, let us know, and we'll happily get you that information as well. The second key takeaway is what I'm going to file under a heading called Seller Experience. And there are really 3 important things to note about a seller's experience. First, let's look at days on market. So far this year, it is taking 140% longer than 1 year ago. Median sale was 46 days on market compared to only 19 days last year. So that is double plus some to get a property sold in Summit County. The other 2 considerations for sellers are price reductions. With longer days on market, sellers are finding themselves not getting as many showings and realizing they need to reduce their list price. So the number of price reductions up significantly this year compared to last year. Also, we've seen sales price to list price ratio pull away from that 100% or 99%, and both median and average sales price to list price ratio is right about 97% of list price so far this year. My summary on this topic is that if you're a seller, it's really important to be strategic about pricing your property correctly if you want to be the next sale, whether that is within your price segment of the market or within your particular neighborhood. Buyers are being cautious for a couple of reasons. There is broader U.S. economic concerns with the way the markets have been up and down and up and down. And then we also have mortgage interest rates still hovering at about 7%, not giving a great deal of confidence or inspiration to buyers to borrow at that rate. And finally, the third key takeaway, what are prices doing? We're going to look at this both April and then through the first 4 months. As I mentioned, April was a cooler month this year than 1 year ago. So prices, the median sales price, all property types for Summit County, down 20% this year compared to 1 year ago at $884,000. When we zoom into Breckenridge specifically, down 41% with the median sales price at $925,000. Now, when we zoom out and look at the first 4 months of this year compared to last year, numbers are not quite so surprising. Summit County, median sales price down 10%, with a median sales price at $984,000. And when we zoom into Breckenridge, down 16% compared to 1 year ago, with that median sale happening at $1.275 million. And just a reminder, this does not mean that the value of your property has dropped either 10 or 16%. It just means that that median sale has happened at that place. And so there is some downward pressure on pricing. Again, a reminder that if you're going to list and sell this summer, it is the hottest time of the year for us selling here in Summit County. It's just important to be really strategic about pricing so you're not left behind in the marketplace. Well, that wraps up your Real Estate Minute for April 2025 and the broader Summit County real estate market. Now, we can't cover everything in these short videos, so if you've got a specific question, a segment of the market, or a certain property type, reach out, let us know. We're getting text messages and emails from people almost daily with questions about their property type. So we look forward to seeing you in the next video.